a tall guard who can shoot the three. She is nasty on defense. What I love about her is she brings this kind of spark and energy to the court. She is very feisty. She is not scared to go after it. And she, I feel like, will also act as an enforcer on this team. But Sophie is someone also.
Sophie Cunningham just dropped a bombshell, and trust me, it's sizzling. We all assumed she joined the Indiana Fever for a fresh opportunity, perhaps a larger role, or to team up with Caitlin Clark for a shot at a championship. But nope, the real reason. It's a whole lot messier, way more dramatic. Let's just say it's about pettiness, payback, and maybe even trolling an entire fan base.
Why does everybody hate Caitlin Clark? And do you hate Caitlin Clark? Come on, talk
dude.
to me.
Absolutely not. I think that she's a gem.
Sophie Cunningham really just called Caitlin Clark a gem. A gem, and she wasn't kidding. She said it with all her heart. Now, she's gearing up to be Caitlin's personal bodyguard on the Indiana Fever. Dreams really do come true, people. Sophie has been manifesting this moment for a while. She was out here on podcasts, practically pouring her heart out about how much she wanted to team up with Caitlin. And just like that, it's happening.
I didn't know her, but All-Star Weekend, we kind of bantered back and forth a little bit. And she's lovely. She has a lot of pressure on her shoulders. And I think a lot of people always have a lot to say with people they don't even know or shoes they've never been in. And for me, I think she's handling the pressure very well. She's doing a lot of great things for women's basketball. And I'm a fan. Like, I would love to play with her one day, for real.
Oh, absolutely. Sophie C is like the silent guardian, ready to unleash when the moment calls for it. Caitlin's got that swagger, pulling up from wherever she wants, and defenders? They're thinking they can get under her skin. But then, out of nowhere, here comes Sophie, locking eyes with anyone trying to mess with her teammate like she's got no time for that nonsense. It's like a silent step up, and I'll show you what happens. You thought you could get to Caitlin? Nope. Sophie's got that covered, no hesitation, and maybe even a little grin as she watches the defender rethink their whole life. Teamwork at its finest. Gotta love a player that's willing to throw down for their squad.
Everybody's thinking, did the Indiana Fever give up too much for Sophie Cunningham? I say absolutely not. Who are they going to get at the 8th spot that's going to be valuable, can be an automatic impact player for the Fever? This GM is thinking big. Not thinking the future, she's thinking now.
Oh, Sophie's always had that dog in her, throwing elbows, taking charges, and barking at opponents for years. But now she's got a mission. This isn't just about basketball anymore. It's about protecting the future of women's hoops. You really think she's going to let anyone get within a foot of Caitlin without some serious consequences? No chance. Sophie's not playing games. She's defending a legacy.
I think it's a fun time to be a part of the W. I truly believe that. I think the skill and the talent has always been there, but now it's just the viewership. And so I give a big old clap to the rookie class. I think that's a lot to deal with when you're at that age and you have that many eyes on you. But I think they've done a great job in the league as well. I think the physicality and all that they're going to get used to, but I think especially Caitlin Clark, she's been killing it. And I'm a huge fan, and I never say that.
Let's talk Melissa Smith for a second. We all know she's probably sulking because she wasn't exactly welcoming Caitlin, more like eyeing her as competition for her spot. Now, she's got Sophie Cunningham riding in like a Wild West enforcer, ready to handle all the drama. Everyone's talking trash, but Caitlin's just trying to hoop. And that's where Sophie comes in. She's got that unbothered, I wish you would energy that Caitlin needs. Perfect teammate.
Have more breaking news. Another signing just happened. Sophie Cunningham was just acquired to the Indiana Fever by the Indiana Fever. Oh my goodness. Within 2 hours. And guess who was gone? Melissa Smith is gone.
Picture this. Angel Reese tries to get spicy, and we all know she will. Probably trying to foul Caitlin 14 times before halftime. But guess who's there? Sophie Cunningham, playing bodyguard like she's waiting outside the club. Angel reaches for Caitlin. Sophie's blocking it, and when Angel talks, Sophie talks louder. Sophie's about to be the Fever enforcer. If you thought she was tough before, just wait until she's the reason the intensity cranks up the second anyone even thinks about messing with Caitlin. Sophie's going to be right in their face like, you sure you want to reconsider that decision?
This is amazing for women's basketball. This is amazing for women's sports in general. You have so many people, so many new and fresh eyes on our sport that maybe they're a little uneducated and maybe they kind of stir the pot a little bit. And so I get that. But for that class to come in, you have her, you have Angel Reese, you have some other big names, but really those two and the amount of millions of followers that they brought to our league, you have to applaud them and you have to be fans of that. Because if you're smart, it's not about money, but if you're smart, you're going to be making a lot more money.
Remember last season when DJ Carrington made it her personal mission to turn Caitlin Clark into a punching bag? The eye poke, that weirdly aggressive stare down like she was about to drop a mixtape. Yeah, we all saw it. And guess what? Nalissa Smith, her own teammate, did absolutely nothing. Not a word, not even a glare, just standing there, completely indifferent. Like, girl, your teammates are out here acting like WWE heels, and you're just watching? Not even offering a casual chill out or a half-hearted attempt to hold them back. Nothing. That's wild. Nalissa was basically watching a Netflix show in premium seats. We saw it. We took notes, and now the Indiana Fever have Sophie Cunningham, and trust me, things are about to get very different.
WNBA Twitter is currently crashing out over Black Eye Gate. I'm sure we've seen by now this play where DJ Carrington pokes Caitlin Clark in the eye. And after seeing this angle, so many people are saying that it was intentional, right? DJ goes up to steal the ball, and when she comes down, her hand goes like this, straight into Caitlin's.
The trade of the century? Nalissa Smith traded Sophie Cunningham to the Indiana Fever, and honestly, it's the best thing that could have happened. Nalissa didn't even wait for the trade to be official before jumping on Instagram, talking about how excited she was to be in Dallas with her girlfriend, DJ Carrington. No, thank you, Indiana, or any fake heartbreak. Just can't wait to get to Dallas. We know you couldn't wait. You didn't step in last season when DJ was going at Caitlin, and you stood by doing nothing. But now, the Fever got Sophie, and trust me, things are about to get real different.
And I'm here to tell you, Sophie Cunningham is not finna put up with the hate and the bullying Caitlin Clark has been receiving throughout the WNBA, because we know last year that was a big target for Caitlin Clark, was to get an enforcer. And like I keep telling y'all, Kelly Cristobal is not messing around, bro. Natasha Howard, these are plug-and-play pieces. We need plug-and-play, immediate impact. That's what we need. We need players to come in and make immediate impact. And that's what Kelly and Amber has done with this free agency. A lot of people thought the Indiana Fever was going to pull up short. I'm here to tell you, they was playing chess while everybody else in the damn W was playing checkers, bro. They just strategically put this thing together.
Nalissa Smith, Robin Lundberg, Nalissa Smith, as we all know, was a borderline liability for the Fever last season. Not sure where the idea she had trade value is coming from. Indiana made clear upgrades. Yeah, I mean, Nalissa Smith had very little trade value. There, basically, when they came back from the All-Star break, Nalissa Smith dropped off a map. She went MIA on the Indiana Fever. I mean, seriously, I voted for Nalissa Smith for the All-Star game. Think about that. And then her behavior and her play went right down the shitter in the second half of the season. She basically no-showed. Yeah, she was on the court. She wasn't showing up.
For the Fever, they're not just going out and trying to sign the very best player that they can find. They're finding pieces. And there's a difference when you go into free agency and you're looking at it through the lens on putting together a team that's cohesive, putting together a team that makes sense, putting together a team that's not going to have drama in the locker room, that's going to have chemistry on the court. That's what they're doing. And I honestly thought the Fever were already in title contention when they signed Natasha Howard and they re-signed Kelsey Mitchell, because we have seen with Caitlin Clark, one of the best attributes of her game is that she elevates the players around her. She makes those players better.